Good evening, everyone. Got to run off, Mox? No problem. Thank you so much for you. Congrats on getting first. I will add that to the box later. How are you doing? Good to see you. Mr. King, 211. Mr. King, congratulations. Not necessarily congratulations. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the course. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Zen Christian. How are you doing? Good to see you. One thing I kind of wish did happen is I wish YouTube chat would be shared in my thing before I went live on YouTube, but for some reason it isn't. So let me catch up on YouTube chat just elsewhere. Laura, how's it going? Miss Maury, how are you doing? The arch nemesis are back again. Good to see you both. You're watching Green's Past Life episodes. I haven't actually watched Green's perspective. Then again, I've watched very few perspectives of Past Life this season because they're all so long. Sorry, I don't have time to be sitting down and watching episodes, all of which are plus 40 minutes at the minimum. There's some which are nearly an hour long. I'm like, I don't have time for that, says the guy who watched the 30-minute episodes, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, Miss Maury's baking. With whatever freezer burned, but still edible berries my grandmother left in her freezer when she moved to Florida. So raspberries, blackberries, elderberries, and I think some blueberries. Oh, that's a nice tart. Bit of a mix. But, yeah, it looks good. Tried chatting through Twitch, but I need to verify, so I came here. Yep, that is the way that I have it set up on Twitch. Because, well, it means that I don't get bots as much, because bots are less likely to have a verified account. Plus, I think pretty sure all you need to verify an account is to have a phone, and an email address or something like that. So it's not really a huge deal. But yep, you're gonna watch, chill, and relax. Or the Nomad, how's it going? Good to see you. Why is Stream Elements typing Stream Elements bot running? Learn to customize the bot here. I think that might have just been for me though. You need a phone number. Okay, I suppose not everyone has a phone number. It actually stopped raining. It stopped raining. It has been frustrating. I am not sleeping. I'm not going to bother sleeping because I know if I sleep, we'll get rain very, very soon. They brought that stupid bug back into the game. For anyone who doesn't remember, a few years back, there was this bug in Minecraft, and it lasted for the longest time, where if you slept, it would probably rain within a day or two after that, as like Minecraft day or two after that, and then you get a ton of rain, and it was so frustrating. So yeah, it is quite a frustrating thing to deal with. It's back. They brought the bug back. So much rain. It's happening on Skyblock Kingdoms as well. Milkman was explaining it. But yeah. But yeah, no, we've got good active people over on YouTube as well. Been a bit of a recovery day. Ooh, well, hopefully it's not too awful lot of recovery to have to deal with, and you can nice and chill and relax here. So, yeah, Luther, how are you doing? Good to see you. So, I need to grab some food. Probably, I might have some in my chest. Let me check and see if I've got some in my chest. Yeah, the only bite with consent. No food in my chest. Wolf Yab! Congrats on getting a 20 stream streak. So today, we are going to play on my single player world today. Which is a little bit different to, well, obviously it's my single player world. So we're going to play my single player world today because I haven't done it in a while. And I decided to put a little poll up in my Discord to give people a choice on whether I would stream from Skyblock Kingdoms or whether I would stream from a single player world. So the single player world won out. And that's what we're doing today. Oh, well. That's what we got host for, to fix those things. Okay, let's get some more food. Awesome. Perhaps not staying long, to be honest. It's like 10:36 p.m. right now. That happens. You don't have to stay long. Here, you guys can pick those up. But yeah, you can chill and relax while you're here. And all that jazz. You have a ton of villagers. So I've been playing this. I've been playing this world on and off for about 3 years now. I think it's about 3 years. So since I started this world, actually possibly more, possibly more. It's been a while. Let's put those spare cards in there. So yeah, it's been a good time. Okay, I've made a couple of changes over at the Temple to the Watchers. Because I need to streamline a couple of things. So, let me show these off to you first. And what we can do while we're doing that is we can do our stuff and things over here. So let's find Mox's box. Mox is now up to 5. 3 years is more than I've managed to stick with the world. I suppose I do have an advantage in that, like, there was a couple of breaks. I took a couple of breaks. So the first break, I ended up playing a bit on a server with a few friends. Then I played a couple other games instead for a little bit. And then I came back and played for a few more months in this world. Then I got invited to Skyblock Kingdoms. I played Skyblock Kingdoms Season 1. After Season 1, I then came back to this world. And now I'm trying to do a little bit of a bit of both, so that I get opportunities to be in both worlds. So let's see. Wolf Yab is now at 20. Let's update that. So it's really about, like, this is a forever world. This is a world which I can come back to when I feel like it. And I could probably do longer, keep going with it longer. One of the things that actually probably helps me keep going with it is that I'm streaming from it. So because I'm streaming from it, I am actively showing what I'm doing. And also I give myself tasks. So like this monument, I suppose, is kind of like unique to content creators, because like only content creators will probably have an incentive to make something like this. But in the past, like, I've made a flag over there which is made out of candles, which meant that I need to get honey and honeycomb, a honey farm, and string. So I made a string farm over there. You can see where that white symbol is. That's a string farm. Over there is in the nether, I've got a honey farm. Actually, that's a good way to kind of like explore this world, is to think about the things that I needed and they led to certain farms. So let's just do a quick little world tour. I know I have a world tour video, but I miss being able to do this, and I can't do this in SBK yet. Maybe next week. So let me give you an example of how need is incredibly powerful. Not gonna lie, I don't have the imagination as you. This is experimentation. This is not, I don't know whether I necessarily call this, a lot of these farms are tutorials from online. So like tutorials are where, this one I kind of worked on myself. From like knowledge that I picked up over the years. So like that's kind of like the trick. It's like it's not everything I'm building on is stuff from people I've built in the past. I'm building on the shoulders of other people. That's the way I play the game. I'm watching other people play. Not much of a builder. I'm way better at terraforming, so seeing awesome builds like this is so satisfying. And that's the other thing. Everyone's got their own skill sets that they're stronger at. So I build buildings and stuff which are okay. I'm much more interested. I'm probably better at farms. I'm not that good at terraforming, but you can use terraforming skills to improve building skills as well. So lots of things cross-pollinate. So can I even remember the order that I did things in this world? Because some things, it's a long journey that I went through this world. So let's go through, okay, we'll just talk about the flag, because I thought that kind of covers a few things. So I had this farm here, which is a bartering farm, which does produce string, but doesn't produce string at a fast enough rate that I needed. So I decided then I needed to make a string farm. So what we did is we built this thing over here, which I do need to make a nether portal over to at some point. So I built this thing over here. I'm going to do free cam here. So free cam here. This farm works by, it's just like a simple flushing platform. Spiders spawn, flush off into the thing, and then go down into the fire down below. This was my opportunity to start kind of like doing some interesting style of buildings where I decided, okay, I'm going to celebrate a book that I really like, and this is a symbol from that book. And this is a symbol I kind of associated with the light weavers and stuff. So we got this. Also took the opportunity to set up this geode so that I can mine the amethyst stuff over here as well if I want. So that's how this farm started. String. If I go out the other side, we can go to another farm that came out of the project. I needed black candles. So we got a squid farm. So this here is a squid farm. It gives me lots and lots of ink. I did try the wither. Did I try the wither method? I did try the wither method where they can kill snow golems and stuff, but it's not as fast. This is an incredibly fast farm. It's completely filled up with ink. So I have all the ink and black candles there. And that covered the black. I already had white sorted. I had a little cactus farm, which I don't actually have anymore. Because it was just a temporary one. And poppies I got from the iron farm. So yeah, that's an example of like just building in need. Another example is the Temple to the Watchers itself. So Temple to the Watchers required skulk and prismarine. So if we head back into the nether, I can show you what that led to. Another project which is still not finished, it's still a work in progress. Anyone who caught my stream last night, or Avid or Marmalade stream last night on Skyblock Kingdoms, would have seen what we were working on last night. We were working on draining an ocean monument in Skyblock Kingdoms. I did the same thing on this world a few months ago. Actually, one of the reasons why Avid and, well, it's not the only reason. One of the reasons why Avid and Mar were kind of like asking if I had any suggestions on how to do it. So over here, Sunlight, how are you doing? Good to see you. Also, what's the proudest build I have in this world? I'm going to say the pyramid, the inverse pyramid is my proudest build because it's also a storage system. I like it very, very much. So over here, this is a completely drained ocean monument and more or less pretty good farm for guardians. Has a couple of issues, so I may come back and work on this in the future to make it better. But yeah, we cleared out the entire monument, turned it into a farm, created a stone generator over here so that I could actually have a skulk farm as well. But yeah, I think in the future I may come back and work on it. How did I drain it? Probably best to have a look at my video. I've got a world tour video on my YouTube channel. And then I think it was my second video. Actually, it's the second video. There's another video from this world as well, which has got a couple of time lapses. So what I did was I cover the edges in sand, and then we cleared out the inside of the monument. So we went inside the monument and closed off rooms using what was it? I think we used slime blocks to close off the rooms, and then use sponges. I only have 23 sponges, I think, actually. Do I have them in my ender chest? Probably. Maybe I put them somewhere else. Wavella, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. Welcome into the chorus. How are you doing? Good to see you. If you want to let us know how your day's going, please do. If you want to just chill and relax, that's also fine. Maybe I left them in here? Maybe they're in the storage system. But yeah, so we've got not a huge amount of sponge to do the thing. So I cleared out the inside, and then it was breaking up the outside into 5x5 cubes using sand, and then we went down and drained each one as it went. Skyblock seems like it would be nice to help keep attention for Forever World, considering you have to do certain things for certain materials. Absolutely, Northern Nomad. Like that's the beauty of it. There's always something new to do. The other thing that can give you something to do, all the achievements. Like, these are a whole bunch of things that kind of like give you new tasks to do in the game. So like, if you run out of ideas, there's all these. Construct a better pickaxe. Have I not got the... I'm getting that achievement now. Bill... Okay, some of these achievements seem to have been reset. Oh, are we crackling? Let me do a quick check. Crackling, crackling, crackling. Let's do a quick chat. Yeah, give me 1 second. Hello. Hello. Okay. Is it okay on Twitch as well? If anyone's on Twitch, can they just quickly let me know if that's okay? Yep, thanks, Nomad. Appreciate that. Okay, cool. We're back to normal. I think it was just my audio thing needed to be turned on and off. You're watching off Twitch? Ah, cool. Okay. Right, well, we got that fixed. Anyway, that's just a little example of what we do. I need to go south. Yes, that's the direction I need to go. Okay, so project for today. I'm going to need a bunch of temporary blocks. I think we'll grab some moss to work with. So, oh, okay, we're okay. It should be enough moss. Oh, Miss Maury, thanks so much for the gift. The sound didn't change. Or is there a different sound? I don't know what's going on with the stream elements there. But thank you so much for the gifted sub. For the gifted membership, I think. Yay, thank you so much. If you do it random, it will go to, I don't know. If it's like Twitch, it'll go to someone random in the community. Can't skip to specific people. Oh, that's a pity. Yeah, well, that's a lot of subscribers to choose from. Okay, not a million subscribers, but like what's 700 plus people. Okay, let me see. We are going to go. Oh, dude. Okay. Did I do all the things I need to do over here? Oh, I actually got distracted, didn't I? Okay. First of all, I did do Wolf Yabs. I did do the first. Miss Maury now is need of. Is that your first gift, Miss Maury, or is that your second gift? I'm trying to remember now. I'll find out in a second when I get over to the thing. Oh my word, Akiya. I know I butchered the name again. I'm sorry. Laura, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you so much for the gifts. That's really appreciated. But there you go. That's 5 more gifts, and I need to get another sugar box for Miss Mori and name that for Miss Mori as well. So, oh, thank you. First gifted sub. Yay. Well, first, I think it's memberships on Twitch. Looks like we missed. Maybe next time. Maybe this time. Maybe next time. Miss Mori's now got a box. So this is how we do the same thing on with our Twitch gifts as well. We do a little acknowledgement and pop them. Oh, I need some snow as well. I think I got some snow in this box over here. Yes, I do. Some more emeralds. Awesome. And the rest is different. Yeah. Okay, cool. So. Yeah, I get to be next to Aki in yet another Akai. Someday. Someday I might get it. My heart stops every time he goes through that crystal. You get used to it. There's a lot of gaps there, of course. Okay, and that's 1 for Miss Mori. Woo! Did I pick up that snow? I did not. There we go. I was not expecting that to happen so soon. Gifted on the YouTube stuff there. Awesome. Okay, and we've done things a little bit differently. And I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side. So, anyone who has signed up themselves, they get a block. That is the way it works. And then anyone who has been gifted just gets added to the book. So that way I'm not filling up the wall if, say, a hype train comes along or something like that. So let's see. Miss Mori managed to get one for Robert Fron. Tuto. Also, the funny thing about YouTube is that technically everyone's kind of got 2 names. They've got their channel name and they've got their whatever name they decide to associate with their channel. Vanderhoff, Clary, Chidobo, Rodan93, and Purely Luna. Awesome. There we go. So the gifted get put in the book. Say the letter A or A. A or A. Because there's different ways to pronounce that letter, which confused me as a kid. Akai. 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 I remember you saying there was emphasis in the first bit. Okay. Right. Let's pop over here. I think we'll start with... See, it's easy to go across this when you shift. What we'll start with is the purple ones. So, Akai. Akai? I was like, that's the... When we're in this country, we actually use both to describe the letter. You learn your ABCs, but you also call it A. We're getting there. Okay. Of course, the fun thing is, once I put all these candles up, there's a chance I may need more. Okay. I think actually it'd be worth grabbing a lighter for the ease as well, so that we can light them as we go. Those are all lit. Your heart stops a lot with Skyblock. That is generally the joys of watching Skyblock. See that pyramid there? That's my proudest build. I think Luther was asking earlier. It's also got an incredible storage system inside it as well, which I got from Mazuma Games channel. Oh, please don't tell me we're going to be having a slowdown every time I go through the nether. Because if that starts happening, that means I may need to... Oh, we're going to run low on fire charges. Okay, well, we can switch over to flint and steels afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. If we need it. Absolutely. Gotta give it a shot. Okay, hopefully don't lag. How's my FPS going? FPS is doing okay. Right, we should be okay. Though I need to go this side. And I totally understand the... Okay, we're actually going to need some more... I think we're going to need to go higher than just 2 stacks. I totally understand the difficulty when it comes to name pronunciation, considering I come from a country where a lot of people use Gaelic names, and a lot of those names are quite difficult for non-natives to understand or pronounce. So it is definitely a thing that we understand. Like, there's people who have difficulty with pronouncing, I don't know, Siobhan? No, Siobhan's probably not too difficult, but there are other ones. Okay, I think we can use you. I'll bring some pale moss as well, just in case. I will eventually have to sleep or risk the wrath of the night terrors. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be continuing the candles up in that circle going up there. So we're just basically going to be continuing what we have already got going. If I go from here, I could do this. Yes, there we go. So. And now we just pillar. All the way up to the point where the candles stop. So I've basically been bringing the candles up in a circle around the beacon here. Oh, this looks cool from above. And the plan is just basically to keep going all the way up to world heights. Gaelic is rough if you're unfamiliar with all. I have a friend, Cleana, who plays a character named Siobhan. I don't think I ever pronounced either her or her character's name correctly. Yes, and then it's also the tricky thing of actually spelling the names as well. So Cleana can be spelled that way, but sometimes you might have a DH afterwards. Purple candles are for Twitch, the red candles are for YouTube. So every candle here represents a follower on Twitch, and every red candle represents a subscriber on YouTube. So that is the way. But yeah, and then Siobhan is an interesting one because the H is not to sound like a H. The whole point of a H is actually in Gaelic. Often a H is used to change the sound of a letter that comes before it. So the H lineates the B from a B sound to a V sound. So it's Siobhan, and that's how that works. So yeah, I didn't bring a flint and steel, but I do have enough fire charges to make it work. So we should be all good. Okay, so I think that's where the candle will go on this one. Yeah. Okay, so candle here, and then up one. She chose Siobhan just to mess with you, of course. That's funny. If she really wanted to mess with you, I suppose it is a male name, Should have chose Crohor. So Crohor is another Irish name. The anglicised version is Connor. Oh, we're up on the clouds level now. So Connor is it in English, but the spelling of Crohor or Connor is very, very unusual. Even for Gaelic, it's quite different to what you might expect. Everyone's over on YouTube now. No, my poor Twitch. This is what I get for being dual streaming. People start coming to one platform or the other. It's okay. It's okay. People go back to Twitch because then they can mess with me with the Twitch redemptions and stuff. Always, I will stick with the dual streaming for now. But it is cool to see that YouTube is getting engagement as well in the chat, because like you're never quite sure how busy it's going to be in both places. Probably need to go down and get some more moss. And I think there is probably going to come a point where we will actually hit the world height. So we will have hit the world height before we run out of candles, by the way, guys. That's just that's just going to happen. So I think what I might do is I might start bringing the candles down the other direction. So going down instead of up. Oh, that's the wrong place. I probably won't keep doing this forever and ever. Because like, if there was a small chance that my channels decided to get a little bit bigger, faster, this would be a hard thing to keep up. So there will probably come a point in time where it's like, okay, that's enough. There's a good representation there. Anyone been up to anything this weekend? I baked a cake. Actually, technically I baked 2. Did some gingerbread cake. It's lovely. Haven't had it yet. That's for tomorrow. Popped a picture of it over in the Skyblock Kingdoms Discord. Do, 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 do. Oh. Was there a couple of conversations that came up yesterday when we were hanging out with Marm and Avid and David and Acorn and Quilby and Viking. I messed that up a little bit. We got that one back. Yeah, a good time was had. Ended up chatting about books at one point, I think, briefly. Didn't stick around on books very long, though. I love that you do keep track of the interactions for now, though, because it's such a great representation of how far you've come and how much support you have. Yep. Like, it's important, I think. It will make a nice memorial to the people who were here from the start. Absolutely. Like, those people at the start are the people who are the ones that get things going on your channel. Like, those first... Okay, on Twitch, at this stage, it is the first 1,000 people that have followed my channel. That is the thing. YouTube, we've made it 3/4 of the way to 1,000 on my YouTube channel. Following me on YouTube. That's a lot of people. This is why I like doing these things. This is one good way to kind of visualize numbers, is to actually have this many candles in the world. Like, I'm going to have candles going all the way from the top to the bottom of the world representing that number. That's a good way to visualize. Um, Dune versus Star Wars conversation started a riot in your home. A dragon skeleton? Nope. If that's what you're talking about, no. If that over there, that's not a dragon. That's a kind of a spidery-like thing. And over there is a trial chamber. That's it. Never seen Star Wars, but if my friends that I did heard that conversation, they would have rioted too. Nothing's original. The spider thing, yes. So that's my spider farm, my spider string farm. It also is also a bit of a glow squid farm as well, somehow, by accident. Neat though. Oh, absolutely. Steal that idea. Well, take that idea and make it your own. Always take ideas and make them your own. Don't like it, and you can always credit where it came from. But it is good to make them your own as well. Add your own twist. Blend it with another idea. Okay, I think that is the normal moss gone. Let's move to pale moss. All this moss is probably going to be sacrificed to the void as well. Well, a lot of it will be, not all of it. But yeah. So here's my experience with Dune. I have not read the books. I have watched, was it the 80s? There was a movie back in the 80s, I think. It wasn't great. It was not a great movie. So movie-wise, not a great movie. I have watched both of the new... Have I watched both of the new movies? Yes, I've watched both of the new Dune. Both new Dune movies with the Timothy Chalamet ones, very good. I really enjoyed them. They're great, really powerful beautiful story. I think I would love to watch Dune Prophecy, but I'm not sure where to actually go watch it. Because I don't know what platform it's on in my country. I'm pretty sure it's HBO. So HBO immediately means that it's probably not on the other ones. So, as in like Netflix or whatever, it's not on Netflix. So, I think that means it's probably on... is it Now TV then? I don't have Now TV. So, yeah. But it is something that I have watched. The thing is, I have watched a lot of Star Wars. I can see the similarities, but I can also see a lot of originality compared to what Dune is. Dune and Star Wars, I've got a lot of similarities, but they're not the same places. I think there was talk about like, oh, well, Dune has got a planet and it's got a thing called spice. And then there's a thing called spice in Star Wars as well. It's like, yeah, but the spice in Star Wars is quite different from the spice in Dune, since the spice in Dune is how you power faster than light travel. So like it's an incredibly important resource, whereas in Star Wars, spice is just drugs. So, not the same thing, really. So, not a good comparison, I think. Okay, let's light these all up, and then we can go see how much we can get back from doing the thing. Wolf Yab, I'm getting the speaker popping. I'm getting the speaker popping. Oh, is that me or is that you, Wolf Yab? If anyone's listening on Twitch, could you let me know if that's me or if that is... If it's me or if it's just someone's technology, unfortunately. So if we're having popping, then I need to get it checked. It's crackling again. Let me check again. Huh. It's not the candles, is it? I know that they make a little sound. I'm listening back to myself right now, guys, so there is a pop. I can hear a pop. That's my, I think that's my microphone. Okay, give me a second. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. No, testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I need to hear this. Play, please. So I can hear. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. Think it stopped. Okay, Minecraft I can hear. Trying this one more time. Come on. Okay, I think we're seems to be okay. Right, lads, if it does happen again, so please let me know if it happens again. Just let me know. I think I can turn the music back on. Yeah, so if it starts happening again, just let me know and I can see if I can figure something out. I don't know what to do if I do have more issues. Woo-wee. Going down these stairs is kind of terrifying though. Especially since I should probably sleep this night away. Otherwise, I think it's time for phantoms, possibly. I think I could do that. Just in case we get phantoms. Okay. Yeah, I can hear the game okay. I can hear the candles okay when the game seems to be... It's quiet, it's quietish game, but like it's not impossible to hear, I don't think. Purely Luna, you're at work. I think that was Ekai. Ekai. Akai. Akai. There we go. I'm gonna butcher that name all the time. Sorry. Yeah. Akai did. Akai has was gifter there today. You mind yourself at work there today, Luna. I hope work is going well for you, and we'll catch you soon. So hopefully the sounds are working better now. This is so high up. But I've got wings on, so I'm safe. Yay! It's just like Siobhan and Cleana. Tricky names, we can manage them. Okay, keep going. Do you ever move your body with the way that you're moving in game? I'm currently trying not to do that because otherwise I'll end up off the table or whatever, but it's tempting as I turn left to turn left with my body as well. Ah, look at that, guys. We made one mistake. We can forgive it. It's fine. It's okay to have one off. It'll save us a space up top, I suppose. Everyone here is going to know it. Nobody else will. You're going to shout it from the rooftops now. And Nasser made a mistake with placing a candle. It's one off. We need to knock them all down and go again. It's not a language or anything. I just made it up when I was 8 and then made it my actual name. Oh, cool. It's kind of like my username. My username is something, Anathra is something I just made up completely out of the blue. Okay, let's see how much of this moss we can actually retrieve. And then we might be able to just bring it back up with us, so... Or we could take this one here. Yeah, let's take this moss here. Well, that's a lot fast. Okay, stream elements, we need to calm your horses because you're saying to consider subscribing a lot. I would forgive Skids for just about anything. Skids is a great guy. He's a lovely guy. Actually, who here is watching the live series out of curiosity? And what perspectives are you watching? Because, like, obviously that's happening at the moment, the past life. I have only watched... I've watched one person at the moment, and that's Zombie Cleo. So I've watched Cleo's perspective. And I have watched a bit of some of the other guys' perspectives. So I think I watched one of Pearl's episodes. And I think I watched one of the other episodes as well. I can't remember who it was, though. But yeah, it's a lot of people to follow. And the videos are so long this time as well. Skids, Gem, Martin, Tango, Etho. Yeah, it's a good idea to kind of like choose one from each group, which is what I consider doing. But I don't have time to watch it. I've got about enough time to watch maybe Cleo's perspective. Get an idea of what's going on. But Cleo's lovely and all. She's not the... Oh, seriously. It's just like a popping sound, is it? Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. It's brack. That's really bad. Okay, let me get into a safe spot. See if I can fix this. Okay. Any better? Shit, let me see if I can get Twitch open because that's a little bit easier to listen to. It's good now, but it's consistently popping up and down. Like sometimes it's happening, sometimes it's not. So let's see if I can fix this. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. No, that's happening a lot. Okay. Okay, we're going to listen to that again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Echo, 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 echo. This is a test, testing our sound. How is this sounding? I can hear a click there. Click, 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 click. Bump, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Okay. 4:30 is already time to call Grandma. Okay, I think it's calmed down now. So yeah, we'll just. I wish I had better feedback. Other than having to listen back to this. It's like, it seems to be working. And it seems to be clearer. Okay. Alleluia. Okay, right, I think that's sorted. Hey Kai, thanks so much for the Prime subscription over on Twitch. That's really appreciated. Thank you. Oh my word, you're a member and a member on YouTube and a subscriber on Twitch. Amazing. Thank you so much. And that's the thing, everyone. Prime, if you do want to avoid like ads and stuff on my channel, you can actually subscribe via Prime if you happen to have Prime. So, oh, what was that one for? Hello? What? Why am I getting multiple ones? And why is it not showing up on my stream thing? Hello? Oh my word. Okay, thanks so much. Why did that not show up on my thing, on my activity feed? Why is that not showing up on my activity feed? I got. That's so generous of you. Thank you, Akai. Thanks so much for the gifted subs. We're on a level 2 hype train. If you got a sub, please do thank Akai for Akai for the gifted subs. That's Cameron Ray, Queen 23 Bean, Grant LG, Pure Opal, and the Jolliest Chicken have been gifted subs. I hope you enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes. Thank you so much. What's happening to my feed? Did you just download Twitch to do that? I appreciate it. You're amazing. And while I'm trying to fix all this mess, and I'm not getting activity feed from Twitch at the moment. Why? Why am I not getting activity feed from Twitch right now? That's amazing. Thank you, AKE. Let's try and get this. There, now it's popped up. For some reason it hadn't popped up. Well, we're the level 2 hype train. You guys are welcome to. You are. Why did the ad snooze? Oh, maybe I accidentally hit it. But you're welcome to jump in the train if you wish, or if you just want to chill, relax. I've gone from like the stream not working to being, I suppose, and you guys are just looking up at the sky. I suppose this happening. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh no! What happened to the chat? It just disappeared. I don't. YouTube chat just disappeared. Okay, it just completely reset for me. Okay, hopefully, if so, here, let me just do a quick test. Is that going to show up? Please show up. Yes. Okay. Phew. Okay, I can still see chat. Oh, technology. This is what happens when I decide to do some stuff on my single player world for once instead of Skyblock Kingdoms. What is going on? Because you're worth it. Absolutely. You can get it because you're worth it. And because you're totally worth it, we're going full screen here. And we'll take the earphones off so we can get the best shot of the hair. Because you're worth it. Yes, you are. AKE, you're totally worth it. The hair is out. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Okay. I will add those details. Oh my words. Did you just do 5 more? Now I'm jelly of my hair. That's just a natural northern. Oh my god! Hey Kai, thanks so much for 5 more gifted. That's if you got gifted and you're around, please remember to thank Akai. That would be Dom1373, Livy May, yeah, Girl Koya, and Raptor Keeper 99. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one. And Sailing Up. Hope you guys enjoy your ad-free viewing and your new channel access to the channel amounts. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Cameron. How are you doing? Cameron Ray, how are you doing? Welcome in. First time chat. And also, AKE has been very generous. We're now currently at a level 4 hype train on Twitch. Thank you so much. Level 4 hype train. If we get to level 5 hype train, will I do some? Can I do something for you? I feel like I should sing a song or something. Maybe if I get to a level 5 hype train, I'll find a song to sing, and we can have a song on Twitch, and I can get the keyboard out and stuff, and we can do that. There we go. That's what we'll do if we get a level 5 hype train. I'll do a song after the hype train is over. This man deserves it, which I could do more honestly. Being here is enough. Absolutely, being here is enough. If anyone does want to subscribe or contribute in any way financially, that is always appreciated. But honestly, people hanging out in my Twitch, that is plenty as well. Dilly Dally 25, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome into the chorus. If you want to let us know how your day's going, please do. If you want to sit back and relax here, that is also fine as well. We've just had we're currently in the middle of a hype train, which has caught me a little bit off guard. AKE. I'm just going to be constantly having that. Osquelga, you speak Irish? Are you from Ireland? Yes, Jace, I am Irish. I'm an Irish content creator who plays an awful lot of Skyblock, and yes, I also speak Gaelic fluently as well. Yeah, tá gailge chum chuma agus is féidir lom gailge leabhart an seo chuma so se mar tá gailge gut tá ceata go é a scríb sa chat ach seans now nachhfuil mór an daine an ho hiiscint seachas mise. You are allowed to write Irish in my chat or Gaelic in my chat, but obviously there's a lot of people who don't speak it, but it is available. Milkman stream ended abruptly for me, but I don't mind coming to hang out with you. Yay! Thanks so much for the hydrate. These are the things I really love on Twitch. Channel point redemptions. They're a lot of fun. We're currently experiencing a level 4 hype train. We've got about another minute left on it. And people are welcome to play around with it if they want. If we do get to level 5, I will sing a song. But if we don't get to level 5, that's also fine as well. It's not the be all and end all, but it's unless someone wants to try and break me. But yeah. How was Milkman's stream going? I didn't get a chance. I was hoping to get a chance to pop in for a little bit, but I was eating dinner and things like that. So, and actually, I was also hanging out briefly in another friend's live stream as well. My friend Unitex. Hi. What level hype train is it at now? We just completed level 4 in one go. Viking Pilot. Nomad, you got a sub as well. Lynn Larson Art. Hal 80. Reef Ranger Cat. You've all been gifted a sub. I hope you enjoy your channel, your ad-free viewing and your access to the emotes on the channel and stuff. And I'm going to be putting you guys down in the Temple to the Watchers a little bit later. I've got a special book for you all. Oh my word. Also, we're so high up that this thing is starting to disappear beneath me. It's so high up. Thank you. How many subs is that gifted now? Is that... That's so generous of you. Is that Sarah May Freshen? Agus Shumma Kuma Squelga Agus Tommy Zos Siach Sa Hugo Flin. Aga Hinsuk Fatis Siach Sha. So even on there's fatal and piece of your Gwelga Larrat and Shaw. I love it when I can speak a little bit of Irish here. So Shin Intuk. Orintha dat die niella aan, alle wil graag goed gemaakt. Agus is feit de low lauert laat, agus die beentje die eindelijk hele. Actually, dat als je met Discord come out, en wil die niet aan graag lauert dan shin goa. Yeah, there's a little spot on my Discord as well where people can come and speak a little bit of Irish. It doesn't get used very often because we don't have a lot of Irish speakers, but we've made it to 1,050 followers as well. I'm going to be adding more candles as I go at this stage. But yeah, Shin Intuk Fatisjak Jace. And if you know anyone else who likes to speak a little bit of Gaelic, they'll have to talk to Stiach and show say a Larat and show Chama. So we try and keep this, if someone's around, I try and keep the stream a little bit bilingual for funsies. And it seems a lot of people who are not Gaelic speakers enjoy listening to the sound of Gaelic anyway, so they get that. Okay, I will get a song ready. for playing. So what I'm going to do is just going to light these candles up so that I don't have to do it while standing on top of this pillar and falling off. And we're about to hit ads. So if we get stuck in ads, you can pop over to the YouTube while the ads are happening, and you can watch there while the ads are happening. YouTube and yeah, totally like listening to it. Other languages are so pretty, and Gaelic, despite what J.R.R. Tolkien says, is a pretty language. It sounds good. Tolkien didn't like anyone knows Tolkien. For some reason, he didn't like the sound of Gaelic, even though it didn't sound a million miles away from the same sounds that were used in Welsh. He loved Welsh, hated Irish. I don't know why. But yeah, just if we do go above level 5 hype train, I will reveal a couple of things about lore in coming up in Skyblock Kingdoms. Okay. Leave for 10 minutes to call Granny, and AKI's causing chaos on Twitch. Yes. Why are the ads snoozing? They're not supposed to be snoozing. Pre-roll is on. Oh, no. They're running. They're going to be... I'm confused. Okay, I'm going to pop down here. I'm going to run a quick ad break. And hopefully it'll work. And because like the problem with ads not being run is that then people have to deal with pre-rolls. And I don't like pre-rolls because then people have to come into stream and sit through ads before they can actually watch the stream. So if I run this, it means that people don't get stuck in ads. So I'm just going to get some music ready and do the thing. So let me see. Let's hit... I'm going to hit the ad button. We hit a level 5 hype train. Thank you so much, Akai. Akai. Akai, thanks so much for the hype train. Honestly, like that was mostly you. Incredible. 16 subs. Thank you so much. So much. Really appreciate it. Choo choo. It's taught so badly in schools, in my opinion, but like it sounds really old-fashioned. I feel like, but like it sounds really old-fashioned. I feel like it depends. Like we say it's 3 like 3. It depends. Yeah, it must kinds. You saw John film charts. So like, I won't say curricular school. It depends. It really depends. It's like no teacher is perfect. Okay, let me grab a song. What will we do? What we do? I think we could do something that I don't have to worry about copyright for, so I can do it on YouTube as well. Okay, let's see. Do have... Oh, I grab some leader. Ooh. That's in my book here. Which of these can I play on piano as well? You budget about $20 to $30 a month for tormenting streamers. Actually, a very good plan. Very good plan to do that, actually. Totally. I'm the same. I kind of like it's probably a good idea to budget it. Let me see. Can I play this one? I used to, but I stopped watching streams until now, so I guess I need to start. You don't have to. It's all like there are plenty of people who don't who will stream will just be there to support the streamer. Okay. I'm hoping that I will do this after the ads because otherwise it's just gonna be annoying on Twitch. So I've got a song ready. Should be able to hear that piano okay. So we can do that later. Right, let's continue our task. And since we're going to be busy waiting for the ads to finish, what I'll do is I will put down some candles while we're waiting for those things to finish. And once the ads are over, then we can do the thing, play the song. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a bunch of these red candles and put some of these down. Use the stream, and then just whatever I made from streaming, I'd throw at others. That's a nice way of doing it, isn't it? Like if you are streaming, why not pass it round a little bit? Okay, let me see. There's a couple of these which are empty. I know I don't have to, but also I just have a little, do a little bit, tiny bit of crumb. Throw a crumb at my favorite people. Your favorite people. Yes, I'd be the same. Sometimes it just, there is a moment where it just has to be done. Okay, I think that is perfect. So we can just start doing the 4s here. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. We're stuck in ads, so we'll let the ads run. And while we're doing that, we can place down some YouTuber candles. So these red ones are all for subscribers on YouTube. And because we've got glass blocks, all the glass blocks get 4 candles. All the single glass panes will get 1 candle each. But I know I can fill this all up because, well, I filled up the other side. Okay. Let's just double check I got the other side of this okay. Yeah, that's all filled in. Right. I'm not tall enough to get on to do that yet. Okay, so I'm going to need some blocks to get up there. Let's do it this way. I'm pulling a Mori right now, and I have an after pulled up on Twitch and YouTube on my phone, also on my TV. Lynn Larson, just see you, dear. How are you doing, Lynn? You just see me. That's okay. I can see you too. If it's ads, then I get it. Well, I've got him pulled up on both too, right, lads. What are you like? I appreciate it. You're doing wonderful. Oh, so funny. Okay, can I reach that from here? No, I cannot. I can reach this one though. Placing candles. Lots of fun. So the tricky thing is like seeing, can you place the candles where you want to place them? Okay, let's see. Remember, you have your elytra in this version of in this instance of the game. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. On Twitch, time for a song. Time for a song. Let's do a song. That way I don't miss Twitch chat, so can actually watch on the big screen and talk in YouTube chat. You can do both. Yes, why not choose? Why choose one chat when you can do both? Let's sing through my computer because my headset's comfy, but I'm watching on my phone and chatting because I'm actually in my kitchen cooking, lol. Okay, let me see if I can get this arranged a little bit. Do you know what? I should really have that set up where I've got like the little mini the mini game one. Can I do that? How does a rectangle work? Oh, that's only just a rectangle. I'm gonna see if I could do a mini game. So, mark down widget. What's a widget? Combo, spotlight, confetti. Oh, that's the wrong button. It's not a video device, it is display capture. Do Minecraft. What we can do is we can make a mini one. Yay! There we go. It can be down here when I'm doing the thing. We can give it some, that's crop. I want it to do, can I do the rounded corners? It's fine. You guys have got a little me there in the corner. Okay. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so a little bit of piano. Oh, turn that off. Let me see if I can remember how to play this song. Okay. Okay, make sure this is not too loud. So is that okay? Okay, so... Oh, I've got the other music on. Turn that off. Is that too loud? No, it's not. I'll try it. So... In einem Blick schossen vorher die ladische Forelle vorüber wie ein Pfeil. Ich stand an dem Gestade und sah zu Ruhe des guten Fischleins Bade in klarem Blicklein zu. Des guten Fischleins Bade in klarem Blicklein zu. Ein Fischer mit der Rüte wohl an den Ufer stand und saß die kalte Blüte, wie sich ein Fischlein wand. So lange Wasser helle, so dat ich nicht gebricht, so fehlte die Forelle mit seiner Hacke dicht, so fehlte die Forelle vor einer Hacke dicht. Doch endlich war der Diebe die Zeit zu lang. Mag das Tisch, das Früchtlein Schuber und ich es gedacht, an Suchte mit der Rute, das Fischlein Sappeljob, und ich mit rege Blüte sah die betrogene Hand, und ich mit rege Blüte, da sie betrogene Hand. I think that was well deserved. Ooh, hopefully it didn't peak at all. I don't think the microphone peaked, but yeah. No, I feel like well deserved to have a little nice bit of music there. The wrong button from me. Yeah, that is. And you know what? It's a perfect Fish Gaming Wednesday song. For anyone who speaks German, you might, if I pronounce the words well enough, you might understand why. So it's a song all about a fisherman and a trout. Actually, it's not just about a fisher and a trout. It's about someone who is watching. Actually, I can't even say it's a man. Probably was a man, but it's about someone who is watching a fisherman and a trout. And what happened was that the observer watched the fisherman get a little bit cheeky and muddy the waters because the trout was having none of it. The trout was not going to get caught because he could see the fisherman easily in the nice clear waters. And then the fisherman got smart, made the waters, knocked some dirt into the water, and managed to get the trout in the end. So it is a little story about that. I don't think I actually need that pane there. So yeah, perfect for Fish Gaming Wednesday. Maybe I'll sing it again on Fish Gaming Wednesday. And I think I will try to have a couple of songs like that in the bag in case we ever happen to have some occasions like hype trains and stuff in the future. And I can pull something like that out and in gratitude. Because the nice thing is it is not going to get... it should be okay to do something like that on YouTube as well. Because it is old music that is no longer in copyright. And if anyone decides to try and claim it, I'll say, look at the performance. There you go. Completely live, full of all the mistakes that you would not get in a professional recording. Oh, can I hit that? Yes, nice. Love doing that. I've totally just moved over to doing the YouTube side now, haven't I? I've taken a break from doing the Twitch side. That's okay. We can mix and match it. Okay, I think... Can I jump up onto that one? Don't know if I can jump onto that. I could definitely jump onto this though. Ah, well. Also good to show off some classical music occasionally as well. I wonder if people probably look at these candles and maybe say, oh, there's me. Potentially. Right, there's a little Miss Maury. It's nice to think of it, right? Like, I don't think I'll be ever able to like get. It's like thing about you online socials and stuff like that is you never get to a point where you can recognize everyone. I think like most people on Twitch, like if I've seen your name before, I will probably, if someone's been chatting before on Twitch, most of the time I'll be able to recognize someone if they come in, and even if they haven't been for a while. So I think I could do that, but it is also, I suppose, like parasocial relationships. That is a thing. And that's part of what this is, I suppose, as well. There's a parasocial element. Really enjoy classical music, mainly when I am scrubbing floors. I go for really aggressive sounding opera. Oh, there's a lot of great stuff out there in opera. Opera is incredibly varied. And there's so many options. Mainly because like people have been composing it for a couple of 100 years now. So there's plenty of it to go around. So you've got your definitely got your options out there. Any favorites that come to mind? And would you go with there's because like there's so many options. Like you could talk about like the style of music, like you could talk about the composer, you could talk about okay, is it like soloists, is it full chorus? Because like full chorus can be a lot of fun. Um so yeah, there's a lot of options really when it comes to like saying, oh yeah, I like this type of opera. Oh, I like this type of opera. That's a normal glass pane. Don't need that there. It's actually really fun. Or heavy metal, depends on the mood. There's a huge amount. Oh, I broke one that should not have been broken. Oh well. Okay, let's see if I can fix. Actually, that shouldn't be a problem because there's candles there. Like opera and heavy metal. There is a bit of a crossover there in the styles. I think that one's missing a candle. So, like in power and in story and like in some of the techniques, like what's his name? Is Meatloaf? I think got really into opera at one stage. Don't know if he still is big into opera, but like he definitely got big into opera. As far as I know, Meatloaf is he heavy metal? He's definitely like heavy rock at least. So like and you'll find what's fascinating is like the people like who are into heavy metal whose work is heavy metal like are actually the heavy metal artists are a lot of them will be big into like the high had to bounce for a moment, that's fine, Nomad. But yeah, like those who are big into like those styles of music, you'll find that like they have like a big interest in opera. They may not sing opera, but like they will appreciate it. Like those kind of artists, like heavy metal artists, like they truly are like deep into the scene that is there in all forms of music. Like there's a lot of crossover there. It's awesome. Generally search fast tempo opera or something. I wish I knew the names of composers or what they're from. Even if it's just like kind of like, it's fine. Like it's something that you enjoy, and it's what's something that really works for you. But if it's metal, it's usually Sabaton or something. I don't really know metal particularly well. That's it. I will admit to that, because like and I don't. My knowledge on opera is a lot of it is actually from college. Because opera is definitely something that so I did so I think I've talked about this before. I studied music education in college, so I did trained as a music teacher, music school teacher. So like for like in mainstream education, rather than like music schools. But yeah, that was my education. But we definitely did a lot of work on things like opera. Very little on like modern music, unfortunately. So we would have studied a lot like the high art. Probably the best. There's a term for it. It's Western art music is the best. Is the description for like classical. The official terminology for the description of classical music. That's kind of it's one of the defining words for it. Sounds a bit pretentious. That's why most people just call it classical, which is pretentious in itself. I generally enjoy just about every genre of music, but I'm really bad at knowing the names of artists. Me too. Me too. You'd think someone who trained in music would be better at knowing the names of the artists and the composers and stuff, but nope. I am hopeless at it. I will say, oh, there's this song. And I was like, but I don't remember what it's called and I don't remember who wrote it. Though I will know the details if it's something I have to work on, obviously. So like if I'm working on something, ooh, there's a candle above me as well. Okay. Can I hop and do this? Yes, I can. Legend. This is how you learn parkour, guys. You do a candle piece like this. And you will definitely get better at parkour a little bit. At least on these things here. Same here, but I don't follow pop at all. Like, I have no idea what people listen to now. I probably only get an idea of what pop music is being sung at the moment from work. So, because I do work in amateur music stuff, inevitably, what's popular at the time, popular in the time, comes up. And then some of my friends who are into the popular scene will inform me on things as well. So it does. I've got a couple of sources that help keep me occasionally up to date, but not fully up to date, because I don't actively go out of my way to listen to a lot of music, because I actually spend a lot of my time working on it instead. So when you work in music, personally, for me, I know this is not the way for most people. I actually don't really listen to a huge amount of music outside of the music that I work with. So I know a lot of people in my field, in my job, do. They will listen to a lot more music than I do. But that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. I get my music fix regularly anyway. My exposure to new music is whatever songs people are using in shorts, and then I hear something that makes me go look up the song. Yep. It's like whatever kind of like videos are a good way as well. Because like people will talk about music and videos and stuff, and sometimes they'll bring it up in, that's like a conversation here. Someone might come up with a song and say, hey, look, you should definitely check this out. And occasionally people will send me stuff as well. That's another thing. Northern, you got a good point. Like, people will just send people, like your husband sends you songs to listen to and stuff. Like, that's how some people actively go out and search for these things. Other people are a bit more passive. Oh, where did you go? Oh, no. Only one on those, please. Okay. Yeah, you have to go with your passions. Like, there's the people out there who are incredibly passionate about new music and finding out what the latest charts are, and I'm going to have to go get some more rockets soon if I keep falling off like that. So that's why there's people out there who do those things for you, and we'll get you connected. Otherwise, listen to the same song over and over. Oh, we've got to that point in the day where it's starting to snow again, of course, and rain again, because Minecraft has brought the bug back. Sending people music is honestly its own kind of love language, I swear. It is. Music can be incredibly personal. I grew up in a house filled with music constantly on in the back, quite regularly in the background. So like, my dad is a real lover of all kinds of music. Okay, he doesn't really listen to like modern pop and all, but he's a bit older, so he would still go back and listen to the popular music of his youth and stuff like that. So I would have been exposed to a lot of good music. And I mean a real variety, from classical to jazz to many kinds of like rock and everything. Like, and we were listening to LPs as a kid. That is a thunderstorm if ever I saw one. So like, it's a huge thing in my house. Was a huge thing in my house was listening to music, and then we listened to my mother's music, and because like she would be listening to music in the car when she drove us to wherever we needed to be as kids. So we listened to an awful lot as kids. And then I became a little prissy because I joined I joined a children's choir that I thought was very fancy, and you could only like classical music, and I became a little, yeah. I thought I knew it all. I did not. Definitely did not know it all, but I thought I was a know-it-all. I thought I knew it all at that stage, and I thought I could only listen to classical music after I joined that choir. So I thought, oh, I have to. I'm now only good. I can only listen to music that's good enough for me. So that was like when I was like 11, by the way, guys. Like, feels more like if anything feels like crying in a good way. A great song I heard recently was Alex Warren, Eternity. It's about having to continue to grow and live after someone is gone. Listen to Avid MC. There's some of his stuff that will set you in tears. I used to, don't forget to grab more rockets. You're running pretty low. Yeah, I've got 8. So I will, when I get down to the next level, I will get some more rockets. How are we doing candle wise? Yeah, I'll probably end up starting on the swirly bit there with these candles. Okay, we're doing pretty good on coverage. Where did you? Oh, I'm just gonna leave you there. It's fine. Not 100% pleased with this placement, but it'll be fine. Oh, trust me, I listen to Avids with a box of tissues nearby. Yeah. Who here has not listened to Avid's music yet? Maybe not necessarily been interested. I think most people here probably know who Avid MC is at this stage, since you're in my channel, and if you were in my stream yesterday, you definitely met him. But yeah, he is absolute inspiration, because like he is probably the reason why I did put some of my own music, some recordings, in some of my videos. So actually, in fairness, SBK is the reason why I started making videos again. So I did not have any videos on my YouTube channel before I started SBK. So it was a fresh channel. I did make videos years ago, but that's on an old channel that I don't have public anymore. Avid's music makes me want to pat him on the head and ask if he's okay. It's so good. Limbo is my favorite. Breaking out this time, breaking out this time. What does that really mean? Great song. Love my cover of The Seed. I wanted to create a really eerie, almost, there's a certain Enya-esque quality to The Seed that I wanted to recreate. And I think it wasn't fully Enya, but what song caused my episode yesterday, but I remember there was a song. Yeah. So The Seed, 10 years ago, I've forgotten the words to see beneath the ground. Okay, are there any spots down here which are left uncovered? Okay, there's a couple over here. There's another one up there. Okay, we actually nearly have all the glass panes done. So I think it was, yeah, there's one above me. Let's see if I can get above there. I'm glad. Enya is amazing. Honestly, Enya is. Thank you very much, Cameron. Cameron Ray. Yeah, this is my temple to you guys. Over on that side we've got Twitch. On this side we've got YouTube. It's marking all the kind of like different things that the community has done on my channel, whether it's gifted a sub or etc. and or just even just like managed to get first in chat on Twitch is the thing I do. If someone's number one on YouTube, they also get a spot here as well. So yeah, there's little celebrations. Were you there, Maury, for Avid's song he sang on stream? That's a follow-up for The Seed. There is a new song. Yes, I heard that as well. I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah. Akai was the one who gifted. I believe they're currently over on, I think, chatting on YouTube side of the streams. But yeah, they gifted it there, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay, right, that is... I think there's just one piece over there. I think that's it then. Just going to ender pearl over, because that way less likely to fall. Let's do that. Oh, there's two pieces here. 1, 2. I think we have... probably got them all. I could literally type out the lyrics to The Seed in chat. It's in a notepad in my computer. It's kind of a mantra to keep going. It's a great mantra. It's a great way to kind of like just like, well, it's a great view on life to like think, okay, there's regret, which is what the song is about, is the feeling of that regret of like, why didn't I do this before? Yes, you didn't do it before. Why not do it now? That's the thing. That is the point. It's about not so much have you done it before, should you have done it earlier? Maybe. Doesn't matter. Do it now. Oh, I forgot I did this. So we have just floating candles as well. Okay. I think I'm going to leave those floating candles for the moment. We can come back to that. I have a trick that will help me get those floating candles. But what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to the purple. And we're going to continue our journey to the top of the world and get that one done. Okay. I should have some spare rockets in my chest. Fantastic. Afterlife is the only one which hasn't 100% stuck with me. Like there's a couple of times I'm like, oh, I know the song, and then it's like I can't get it into my head in the same way. But that's okay. Every song doesn't have to resonate with me as much. It doesn't have to resonate. Fly. Here we go. Look at all this is. Okay, well, we don't need to fly we don't need to use all our rockets up. It's definitely a song that keeps me trying to do my own stuff, because if I don't do it now, in 10 years more time, it's still gonna be like, why? The thing is, everyone, I think most people, there are people out there that probably can move past like not getting something done or not having regrets. It's part of life. But there's always going to be something that you thought, I wish I'd done that, or I wish I'd done it this way. There's always that. That's just part of human nature. It's how we grow. If we didn't, then we wouldn't, like, if we didn't grow, it didn't have regrets, there would be no growth. You'd be just like, oh, right, yeah, no, I did everything perfectly. Well, then, what are you hoping, what are you going to, how are you going to grow then? Like, you have to kind of have those things to push you forward. So, like, that's the joy of, that's the, it's always going to be there. There's always going to be that, like, oh, why don't I do that then? It's like, that's fine. These things happen. We can't always, sometimes something might get in the way. And that's okay. I know that's not exactly the point of the seed, but that's kind of like the way I see it as well. Like, yes, regrets are important as well. They are a very important part of life. They help put perspective on things. And like, people will say, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. Absolutely, you can think about those things. Helps to make you move forward. But I don't think there's any way that you can live life without having regrets. There'll always be something to regret. But that shouldn't be a reason not to have regrets. So it's kind of like understanding that, yes, I can have regrets. There will always be regrets. But it's a way of survival. It's a way to learn. I mean, I have a tattoo of an hourglass on my arm that just means time is not returnable, as a reminder to myself for that kind of vibe. Yeah. So it's important to remember that no matter what you do, there will always be regrets. But the trick is, are you going to regret the thing? Or are you going to try and avoid having the regret that be the biggest one? We've made it to the top of the world. Oh, this is where my experiment failed. I tried putting down a string up at the top of the world to stop snow from falling. Yeah, that didn't work. Can I do one more? I don't think I can go any higher than this, though. Nope. Can I? Nearly there. We've made it to the build limit. Guys, we've got so many followers on Twitch that the candles have made it to the top of the world. Incroyable. And I need to go grab some more fire charges or the flint and steel. So let's go see if we can do that. I can see my house from here. Yeah, that's why you start now and keep on trucking and take those regrets, just learn from them instead of just wallowing in them. Yeah, that's what I hope you can do. And sometimes it's okay to wallow. You don't have to do everything. Okay, I'm gonna grab those. I'm gonna use up as many of the fire charges as I can. I probably do have a flint and steel somewhere. Do we? Yes, I do. I've even got unbreaking and mending on it. Oh. That's probably not going to last. Regrets are just lessons after all. So true. Okay, top of the chain here. Okay, let's take this moss down and see how much we can actually collect. Oh, I love leaving the candles floating. I may just be a little bit quiet at the moment because I am concentrating on not falling off this thing. Wings are doing good. I'll argue a bit about the wallowing coming from a 1 a.m. wallower. Look, part of the human experience is negative emotion. It's not the nicest part of the human experience, and we hope that you don't have to deal with it at a dangerous level, because like there are dangerous levels of the negative emotions. But if you don't have the negative emotions, that is where you don't have any regrets. And that's when you end up with the dangerous emotions of like, oh, I can't do any wrong. Oh, I'm perfect. I'm wonderful. I look like a Linda Evangelista. I don't. But you get that kind of like complex of like, oh, I can do no wrong. And then that's when people start getting a little bit crazy. So you have to have a happy medium as well. There has to be, you have to be allowed to have some negative feelings in your life, or you won't be able to put the good feelings into perspective. And that can be quite dangerous. So it's also dangerous to have too many negatives. We all know that. But it's a part of the human condition. And it's not something that we should turn around and say, oh, I should have absolutely no sadness in my life. No, there has to be a little bit of balance. I think to myself, if I haven't made that choice, where would I be and what would I lose that I have now? And it puts things in perspective. I've never met my very supportive and loving partner. Exactly. So many little miracles that add up where we are now. And if you believe in the butterfly effect at all, changing even one thing can keep those miracles from having happened. I think someone started talking recently. I don't know who it was. It might have been another creator or something like that. That like a creator that I know, who was saying people were asking some of the YouTubers, like I think it was like Captain Sparkles or something like that. Not Avid, actual Captain Sparkles, but basically saying, hey guys, if you had not had the thing with your YouTube or your social media kind of go the way it did, and you were to start anew or whatever, or you were starting now, would you have be in the same place as you were? The answer is no. Because like there's a huge, when it comes to any kind of work life situation, a large amount of it is there's luck, there's chance, there's circumstances that all have to come into place for things to happen. So like it all comes together. Imp and Skiz do that with their guests. Yeah, like where would you be if you weren't doing YouTube or whatever, or if it hadn't worked out? And like they talk about like what they might have been studying in uni or something like that. In the case of Joel or Smallish Beans, I think it was a case of like, well, he started YouTube I think before he got to college. He never did college. Like he never went to college. Mumbo is an interesting one. He could have gone to, I remember watching him before he even left school. And like that was the whole thing. Like he was wondering, was he going to go to college? He did, I think, go to college for a little bit. But YouTube took off for him and he ended up doing other things instead. So yeah. That's why I said it's a balance act. It has to be a balance act. Life is a balance. It's never about good, bad. It's about balance. It's like when people start saying, oh, this thing's evil or this thing's 100% good. It's like, no, there's a balance. That's why like sometimes I find the superhero stuff, I enjoy watching it. I enjoy engaging with it occasionally. But sometimes when you watch these superhero shows and movies and stuff, you have the difficulty of the hero trying to be good, but so often the villain is just painted as pure evil, and that there's no nuance to the villain. So you've got these good guys, but the bad guys are just bad all the time. But the good guys could turn bad, and that's just not realistic. Really proud of Jem that she decided to finish her degree before going full-time. A smart decision, especially when you're someone that a lot of people look up to. I completely agree. I do. I think it's amazing that she did manage to finish her degree. It really does stand to a person to have a degree. Is there a candle missing there? No, there is not. Do we try? No, we're not going to try and walk down these candles all the way down to the bottom. That would be funny though. Okay, I've got another stack, nearly 2 stacks of purple candles to go. So we will continue with the red candles. But I think it's a good experience to have. Not everyone is cut out for doing uni. I will say that. It isn't everyone's cup of tea. There are people out there who I do agree don't necessarily have to go through the college experience. It's not for everyone. And I do actually think, personally, I think that a lot of people, there's way too many people who go to university just to get a degree. Because there's so many other routes to employment in this world that is meaningful. And I think it's like, I'm particularly thinking about my own country. So my own country, there's a huge pressure on pretty much everyone these days to finish secondary school education, which means full education up until 18. Pretty much, there's very few people who will stop at what we call the junior cycle level, so 15, 16. It was a thing like a couple of decades ago. It was not unusual for people to finish up at that level, and they could go out and work afterwards. But nowadays, nearly everyone completes out their full-time education in secondary school. And then a huge percentage of them go on to do university education or fairly advanced college education to get a degree to some level, whether it's a bachelor's or whether it's a pass degree. The huge amount of people are kind of like in Ireland, feel like they have to do it. They don't have to, but they feel they have to. They spend and then some of those people who are not suited for it end up doing it, and then they just don't. It just like it holds them back because like they're doing something that isn't their cup of tea. So yeah, me neither. I tried once and left with crippling anxiety and depression, and then got diagnosed with ADHD. Maybe someday I will go back with the tools I have now. There could be like, honestly, it could be just like down to, like, I think. So my issue with university education is that partially lost its way, because there are people out there who think, oh, university education is for that, everyone has to do it. And they forget that the point of university education is universities, a lot of them, their point is to do research. That is their primary objective, to do research and to develop resources that can help better the world and stuff, like doing research, exploring history, exploring all these things. The students are secondary. At this stage, though, it's in Ireland anyway, it's more about like, okay, we need the students in to get the money into the university so that they can fund the research. But like their primary, like most professors that I met in university that weren't involved in education, most of them, their main goal was like, oh, well, we're not really here to teach students. We're here to do the research that we're supposed to be doing in university. I say this as my sister works in university education that is like her primary thing is, yes, she does help out students as well. That's part of her job, but the main goal is her research. So I think a lot of people kind of think that, well, at least in Ireland anyway, there's kind of a perception here that, oh yeah, university is like just like continuing your education, whereas like universities are kind of turning into like extra couple of years of third level extra education that a lot of people don't actually need. So don't regret my degree. I do not regret it. I'm just like saying that there's people out there that benefit from not having the option of like not going to university and suiting them better. My family looks down on me and my brother for not going to uni, but he's a specialised mechanic who builds custom sound systems in cars, and I'm a seamstress who makes custom window treatments. Exactly. There's a lot of skills out there that can be learnt elsewhere, and a lot of trades that can be learnt elsewhere outside of a university degree. So, not sure what universities are like in Europe, but in America, good health, a good look. If you're not rich, yes. Some places in Europe are cheaper than others. Ireland is not one of those. Ireland is probably one of the more expensive ones. If you go to university in, say, Germany, and you're German, it's technically free. So, yeah. There are supports in place for people, for Irish people, if they do go to university, but it is fairly expensive. And then I burned out hard because they were making me work 6 days a week for 5 years straight. I'm very much a hands-on learner. I finally found an auto shop that let me learn on the job. I excelled where I was doing bigger jobs than the certified techs. That sucks, dude. It's not easy to do. Also, just to clarify, anyone who is... I'm talking with both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, just to clarify. So, sometimes I will say things that one chat may not see that the other chat will see. So... I loved working in the auto industry, but here in America, it can be rough with how they treat their mechanics. It's fascinating how a lot of industries don't necessarily work to improve how people are treated in the industries. I remember talking to some friends who did medicine and are now qualified doctors and working as doctors. And there was an attitude from the older doctors that the younger doctors had to be treated the same way that the older doctors have been treated in their time when becoming doctors. So like being basically given ridiculous hours, rough pay, on call at the most ridiculous times, mistreated, all that jazz. I'm just like, do they not realize like the whole point is to kind of like try and make things better for the next generation? Yeah, you got treated rough, but does that mean you have to treat the next guys rough as well? I don't get that. That's one nice thing about the teacher profession, is that when the teacher profession is about everyone's about kind of like making things better for the next generation all the time anyway. They've got kind of a unique perspective on it, considering their whole thing is about preparing things for the next generation and improving things for the next generation. They can also be a fairly conservative bunch as well sometimes, but in general, they try to make things better. Ooh, excuse me. How are we doing time-wise? We're doing pretty well. We've actually got about an hour to finish this. How many candles do I have left? Oh, okay, we're doing good. We'll actually probably get all the candles placed fairly soon, and then we can have a look at one of my other projects. So my hope is at some point is to bring some friends onto this world for a world tour. So that'll be, I don't know when that's going to be. But I want to make a certain amount of progress in this world before doing that. One of the things I do want to make sure is that this world is completely travelable by foot. Again. Tenuti, thanks for mentioning that. I appreciate that. Is it crackling still? Hello, 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 hello. How does this sound? Okay. This is me gonna try and fix. I'm gonna try and fix this now. Sorry about that. Just wondering if it might have been just me. I do hear both on Twitch and YouTube though, so I forget. Thanks for mentioning it, Tanuti. We've been having a couple of audio issues today, unfortunately. So, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Still clicking. I wish I could try as an OBS as well and see if it's in there. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Any better? Nope. I'm gonna try something else. Sound. Nope. Gonna test the microphone. Shit, give me a second. Would it be? Could try to test it over here. This is a mic test. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Working over there. Is it melt? Here, I'm gonna try and recreate the track. Okay. Right. Let's listen to it one more time. Hello, hello, hello. It's very quiet. I think I still hear a click though. Yeah, there's a click. Okay. Are we getting any better? I think the click is gone. There's still a bump there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit louder as well, yes. Okay, I think we're clear. Right. Oh my word. Okay. Audio issues by the dozen today. If that, yeah, everyone knows the drill. If it happens again, let me know and I'll see if I can fix it again. Yay. Joy. Oh yeah, thanks for mentioning it, Tanuti. Is that loud? That's... Hello? Hello? What's going on with my headphones now? Come on. Technical difficulties. Tanuti, it's not... it's fine. Candle placing is secondary to hanging out with you guys right now. And I want to make sure that the audio is good, because audio for me is an important part of the experience. So I have popped into many a Twitch streamer who has been fairly casual about their audio and is like, meh. So I do want to make sure that it is going wood. You tuned it out, AKE? I could do that too, but I know that there's people out there that can't tune it out, and I want to make sure that it's a okay experience for them. It's not easy for everyone, but yeah. I'll have to have a look at this thing. I wonder if it is the audio input thing. Okay, well, we just hit ads. Let me hit the add button there. So we've got ads on Twitch right now, so they will be, we can chat on YouTube for a little bit while we wait for the ads to go away. I don't know what the YouTube setup for Twitch, for YouTube ads are like on streaming at all. It's because I don't think I've really ever watched streams on YouTube. Even my friends who stream on YouTube, most of them also stream on Twitch, so I can just watch them on Twitch instead. Ooh, excuse me. I managed to get a chance to watch Elfie's video before I went live as well. Oh my word, I am loving that Bammer Grove scene. That the meeting in my house in the shroom. It was such a fun time on recording that session. If anyone hasn't seen it, you can either watch Alfie's video or my video. We both have perspectives up at this stage, and it was a lot of fun to record. We spent a good half hour recording that session, and there's a lot that we didn't include in the video, but it was so much fun. Can't help with ad frequency on YouTube. I've premium for 6 years. You've had premium for 6 years. Yes. It is, yeah, quite handy, I suppose. Oh, excuse me. Because like ad frequency on videos I know is ridiculous. So I was wondering if it was any similar on live streams. But at least with Twitch, you know when the ads are happening if you have it set up the way that I do. So okay, that's the end of our moss. Let's gather what moss. Oh no, we've got some grey moss. Okay, pale moss. We can use the pale moss to continue going up. Welcome back from the ads on Twitch, everyone. I hope they treated you well, and I hope that our sound is working much nicer now. I have no idea what's going on. I wonder if it is the Focusrite audio interface that I have. The microphone seems to be okay, but the only way to test that is with another interface. I don't have another audio interface per se, but I do have something else that I could test it with, so I may do that at some point just to check that the microphone is healthy. Yeah, audio interface. I'll have to look into ways of keeping it healthy as well. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Just want to check something. What's that thing there? A new thingamabob. And that's also something not necessary. Awesome. Okay, cool. The crackle is gone. You're just insanely quiet. Testing, testing. Okay, let's fix that. Gain. This should be louder. This should be louder. This should be better. Hopefully not too loud. Hopefully not too loud. I'm gonna get echo there in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna just turn down the gain just a wee little bit. And turn that up just a teeny tiny bit. Okay, gain down just a teeny tiny. Oh, that's a bit too little. Okay. How is that sounding? That should be a little bit clearer now. You start to crank up my volume to the max to hear you. Okay, now you can turn it. Now I can tune it down a bit. Okay. Thank you. The streamer's audio is never perfect. It always has to be fixed again and again. At least that's what I've found. For some reason, it just is never perfect. Okay, right. This is the last of my moss that I have here. I think I'm going to just go see if I can get... I only need a stack and 5 to finish off this bit, so we're going this way. I'm going to tune in now to SBK at some point, start talking to someone and someone's like, whoa, you gone so loud. Okay. Yeah, we've got moss that we can use. Actually, might as well just turn this on while we're close enough that should be loaded, I think. We can get some more moss while we're at it. That's our automated moss farm on this world. Not the best moss farm in the world, but it's a good one. It does well for the world that I'm in. I'm not using copious amounts of moss at the moment, so... Whee! Oh, don't... I nearly went down the center there. Oh, that'd be funny. End up all the way at the bottom of the world on top of the beacon. Oh, I missed one. Okay, right, let's keep going. I wonder if the candles will reach the top of the beacon, or not the top of the beacon, but the get up to the where the crystal is. Actually, we should easily get to the crystal from this height here. We'll definitely have to get a new flint and steel or fix this one that we have on us, but that's okay. Unbreaking really does lengthen out the use of the flint and steel though. Which is great. Oh, just noticed I can't actually see YouTube chat at the moment. Just so soothing, puts the audio to ASMR mode. Yes. I am the chill guy on SBK. That is just the way it is. It's probably one of the reasons why I took so well to doing the snowy biome in Season 1. For those who missed it, Season 1 I was Spruce Kingdom. And I really lent into the whole snow vibes. So much so that my hair of my Minecraft character went from black to white. There was a few other changes that happened as well. In Season 1 too. Like we ended up having a bit of a skulk story. A very light skulk story. As well in that one. And I ended up with a bit of skulk in my clothing. As did Acorn, who was my island partner as well. Okay, here is where I think I need to, if I want to place one at this level, I have to go out one. Then if we do that, we're going to have to go this way, I think. So that feels like it's going around the crystal a little bit. There we go. That's it perfectly. We did it perfectly. Wonderful. Perfectly perfect. How did you get the crystals to do that? It's actually quite simple, really. Crystals can be placed on obsidian, but they don't need the obsidian to stay under them after they're placed. It's a bit like the candles. I need to have a block to place a candle down, but I can then take the block that the candle is placed on away. Actually, I forgot another block that the crystals can be placed on. The crystals can also be placed on bedrock, but unfortunately I don't have access to placing any bedrock in this world for obvious reasons. I'm in vanilla. I'm in survival mode. But yeah, that is the way of the end crystals. They make pretty decorations, even if they are highly explosive. So just be very careful around them. So far, I have not had any issues. Nothing has been destroyed. Oh, guys, I had an idea for a series there the other day, which I need to talk to someone about. I think it would potentially be... Oh, whoops. That's not a candle, that's me. Potentially incredible for this particular world. So like this world I would describe as technically late game. Technically late game Minecraft Skyblock single player. That's where I would call it. So I talked with someone and wanted to chat with them properly about the idea. But we have an idea of something that could go really well for this world. Because like one of the difficulties with this world, if someone wants to come along and play, it's like if I want to kind of like make a series in this world, is that I've been playing this world for 3 years. A lot of people are not really interested in watching content of a world that's already established. So what I need, if I want people to come in and check this world out, or in video, is something that will draw them in, basically. And I came up with an idea chatting with someone else. And the idea, I'm not going to go into details of it, not into big details on it. But what I will say is the premise is that it's about inspiring people to do things in Minecraft that may not seem particularly practical. It's more about the art rather than the practicality. Ye old Dice Goblin, or the old Dice Goblin, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm going to call you the old Dice Goblin because, yes, or Goblin. I'm sure that's fine as well. I think I've talked about discussing how to call you before, I think. Okay, we have finished the red side for now. Actually, we could just take a quick look at the YouTube numbers and see if it's gone up again. What was the number I had? Oh, 3. Okay, I did 750. But I've got 753. Here, let me just do a quick check on how many candles I have actually placed. We're going to use Lightmatic for this. Okay, area selection. And if I do this, scroll back, scroll up. This is a very this is a handy tool for counting as well as getting schematics and stuff into the world, because you can use this to analyze the area. Okay, so area editor, analyze area, 750 candles. I got it perfect. Except now we don't have 750 subscribers. We've got 753. Doing good. Also, just heads up here. It's back. It's back, is it? It's back, is it? Okay. I don't know if this is the streaming software or if it's the microphone setup. But yeah. That is incredibly frustrating. Okay. I almost feels like maybe a core connection is loose or something. I could check and see if it's this end. Like I have unplugged it and plugged it in. Here, I'll try this end. Let me just mute. That didn't mute because I had to change the source. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try and turn the stream on and off really, really quickly and see if that makes a difference. Be back in a second. Hopefully it won't cut too quickly. Let's go as fast as we can. Okay. We should be connected still, I think. Because what I'm hearing from the microphone, there's no static. Much better. Okay. I've got a very, after the reset, a refresh, it is gone. Okay. I'm going to ask everyone to do this for me. If you hear crackling again, just mention it straight away, please. Please mention it straight away so that I can then check. I just need to know so that I can see if I can do the thing. So there's no static now, but if it comes back, please let me know. I would be so grateful, because then I can see if I can figure something out. It might not be the thing that I tried there. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate everyone who has been helping me out today. I really appreciate that. It's yeah. It's a frustrating thing that when technology is deciding to do things for you that you don't really want to happen. Also, it seems like Twitch has decided that it's going to restart my stream, but that's fine. I don't think YouTube cut the stream. No, it didn't. We were fast enough for YouTube. Okay, right, let's go. Let's get the last of these candles done. We've only got a little bit more than a stack. And, oh, actually, I wanted to get 3 more for YouTube. So, going the wrong way. So, 3 more candles for YouTube. Cutting onions sucks. Yes, it does. Though I am weird because like sometimes onions don't affect my eyes and sometimes they do. I'm not sure what the difference is, but for some reason it seems to do it and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, let's pop through the nether. Whoa. Okay. Grab a couple of these dudes. Ain't though 3. I think we just hit ads on YouTube, on Twitch. So apologies, Twitch. Just does that sometimes. Whoa. How's my FPS doing? It's doing fine. Okay. They burn my eyes not while I'm cutting them, but approximately 10 minutes later. That is unusual. Oh, actually, I've got some poppies I can use. I'm pretty sure I got poppies in the chest over here. Okay, poppies, poppies, poppies. And 3. 3 red candles sitting on the wall. 3 red candles sitting on the wall. Okay. Let's get the last candles in. Then we can take down the moss. And then finish the Twitch side. Now, if someone decides to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, this would be wrong. But right now, this is completely accurate amount of candles representing the subscribers on my YouTube channel, which is, yay! I did it. I did it before, but now we've got quite a few more. If you have a counter right next to the stove, turn on a burner. Works best with a gas stove, but the heat will draw in the aerosolized onion juice and keep it away from your eyes. Forgot to do that today. Another trick I've heard of, which I think I tried once. Has anyone ever done a tablespoon, like had a tablespoon, just like you hold it in your mouth? So you hold it in your mouth and then it's supposed to, I don't know, it's supposed to help with the process or make it less likely that you're going to get the stuff in your eyes that will make you cry. That's a trick that I've heard of. Did I try it once? I think I tried it once. But I've usually been okay when chopping onions most of the times. There's been a couple of times, but I don't usually get it too bad if I do get it. So yeah, there's different tricks out there to kind of help deal with them. I have bee. You have never heard of that? Yeah, did you know where I heard it? I heard it from an Irish YouTuber. He's now an Irish influencer, really. Actually, he's no longer really an influencer as much anymore. He does work for the BBC and things. Yeah, he would. He did. I think he did MasterChef and stuff before. But that doesn't make him a qualified cook. But like he talked about like that trick. It might be an Irish thing, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, maybe it doesn't actually work. But I'm pretty sure I heard about it somewhere else as well at one point. Here comes the moss, mumbo mama. Here comes the moss. Back from the ads, yay! I'm sorry I had to go through the ads again, but that's the joys of Twitch. And unfortunately, I did not restart the stream fast enough for Twitch. I did for YouTube, but not for Twitch. Twitch is like, oh, they turned off. That means that they're now doing a new stream, and the old stream doesn't count anymore. Ah, well, silly. Down, down, down the ring of fire. This ring of fire. There's one thing which we've been able to chat about a little bit yesterday, or at least we should have had a chance to chat with Mara about. One of the difficult things about when you're hanging out with a larger group, even on stream or whatever, like on, well, sorry, in like when we were doing the Ocean Monument yesterday, there's a limit to kind of like where the conversations can sometimes go, because like Marm and I do enjoy talking about books, but not everyone else in the group is, I suppose, up to date in like the books that we were going to talk about. But we started talking briefly about The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Sorry, I just needed to remind myself of the author's name. Because like one of the things that just like came up yesterday was like, Marm was like, oh, it's all so boring. It's all like straight stories written by white men, and it's really dull, and like there's no and I was like, do you know what we need? We need to have stories like The Priory of the Orange Tree. And one of the reasons why I really love Priory of the Orange Tree is it depicts queer representation, but in such a way, in a world where queer representation actually doesn't matter, because they're treated like sexual minorities are just treated as like, oh, you are into people this way. And also there's trans identities. You now want to be known as he, him. Okay, you're now a man. That is so good. I have Priory, haven't made it that far. It's a little bit more subtle in Priory, I think. The one that really takes it to the next level, I think, is the prequel, which is not a catchy name. That book has not really got a catchy name, unfortunately. The other dragon one. We need to get that book. I haven't read it yet. Yeah. So the other book I have forgotten the name of, but there's a prequel book which kind of like goes back a few centuries before the Priory of the Orange Tree. And it explores some of the other stories in it. But again, very open, very accepting to the queer community in that like it's just like it's not even queer community. It's just some people like this, some people don't. And that's fine. One book which I think actually approached the story of queer people a little bit more realistically, according to like how they're depicted IRL, is the Black Magician trilogy, because it acknowledges that queer people exist, but it decides to depict it in such a way that's quite similar to how we live our lives, where there are people who will there are people who are more tolerant, there are people who are less tolerant, there are countries which outlaw it and like will stone you to death for it. There's different levels. So I think that that one's relatable in that like this is the discriminatory world that we're familiar with. Cinnamon Rolls and Villainy and The Silver Cloak are both really good and inclusive. I love inclusive literature. One of the reasons why I love Brandon Sanderson is that, and it's like for someone who's a practicing Mormon to write inclusive literature, and he doesn't throw it in your face. He's just there's very little like very few of the main characters are actively openly queer in his literature, but there are characters in his literature that are queer. So I love that he's done that. Okay, I'm gonna just fix up the flint and steel so I can use it without having to make a new one. Now, the joys of using a flint and steel and fixing something up is that it's very easy to accidentally set your villager on fire when you do that. So we just have to be careful. Have some emeralds here. Now, if I do this in my right, I'm really not going to do that. Okay, let's go and do this. Really quick and finished, isn't it? That is so fast. But yeah, actually, I should name the book that was mentioned there on Twitch, just in case anyone in YouTube wants to hear it. So it's just finished. Cinnamon Rolls and Villainy and Silver Cloak are both really good and inclusive. As that is mildly mind blowing, coming from someone who grew up mainly around Mormons. Also, crackling is back. Gonna have a quick listen. Is it bad? Is it just hello? It's there. It is there. It is there. I really love the inclusion of it. Like, it's just a normal thing and not heralded like a company selling rainbow stuff in June, if that makes sense. Yes, I love that too. Wasn't intended to make the main character of the story I was writing a lesbian, but about halfway through I realized she had to rewrite the part of it. Cool. Okay. Guys, I know we didn't get all the candles done today. We got most of them. I'm finishing up. I personally do not feel I can do a stream where I know the audio is annoying. At least for me. So I'm going to finish up now. I will send you off to some other lovely streamers now, so on Twitch and YouTube if I can. And I will look into this crackling issue and see if I can figure out what it is, because shouldn't. I don't know. I honestly don't know what it could be right now. So, okay, let's see who's online. Footy, thank you so much for you made it. I'm sorry we have to finish up stream now because unfortunately we're getting audio issues. My next stream is on Monday. I'll be back on Monday. So next stream is on Monday, okay? So that's when we'll be live next. Okay, let's see who is live on YouTube. I don't know. Okay, I can't see anyone live on YouTube at the moment. Oh, well, I'll give it to you, Footy, since you didn't realize that I had to restart stream and that's why you can redeem first. So I will give it to you. Okay, there's no one live on YouTube for me at the moment. So I am going to leave YouTube there today, guys. I don't know. Unfortunately, there's no one else to send you to at the moment on YouTube. So YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for letting me know about the crackling, and hopefully we can get it sorted by our next stream. And I will make sure I've got a backup just in case I can't use this microphone. So yeah, I will see you all very soon. Goodbye, YouTube. See you soon. See you Monday.